Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Crossplay is going to be in Modern Warfare 2019. If you're on PlayStation, PC, Xbox, doesn't matter. We are all going to be able to play together. This is such a positive thing. This is such a fantastic idea, and I'm so excited that it's gonna be here. I have friends, you guys know Beebs, he plays on Xbox, and I have subscribers like you beautiful people who play on PlayStation 4. And so many times in the past, you guys have been like, hey, I wanna play Call of Duty with you. And I'm like, well, I play on the PC, so it's gonna be kind of a hassle for me to go on console. This totally erases that. I could play on my PC, Beeps can play on his Xbox, and you guys can play on your PlayStation 4s, and we can all play together. That is fantastic. However, there was a concern from, well, I guess I'll have to say it, console players for being faced up against PC players with a mouse and keyboard. Luckily, Infinity Ward is going to take the Fortnite approach, and it is going to be based on your input. You're going to play with people of similar inputs. If you have a mouse and keyboard, you're going to go up against people with mouse and keyboards, whether that's on a PC or whether that's a mouse and keyboard plugged into their PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. Doesn't matter. If you have a controller, you're going to go up against other people with controllers. This is like the best model that I can think of. It works really well. Everybody's really happy. And I believe you can even set in your preferences who you want to play against. So hopefully that'll help avoid those dead lobbies towards the later end of the game's life cycle. Hopefully it'll allow just more longevity of the game and a lot more fun and fuller lobbies. I know that's something specifically on the PC that I have to deal with a lot, especially now playing World War II. You're basically in the same lobby every single game, no matter what, because there's just not that many people playing, or one of the same 3 lobbies. So hopefully this eradicates that, or at least alleviates that. But today I want to ask the question, is it fair? Is it fair for a PlayStation, a console user, to go up against a PC player with a mouse and keyboard? I played Call of Duty on console for years and years and years. Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Ghosts, Black Ops 2, all that stuff that was on a controller. Around Infinite Warfare, but really with World War II, I switched to my PC and my mouse and keyboard. And I gotta say, I adore the mouse and keyboard. It is difficult for me to go back to a controller. It is very, very difficult, and there is a lot of reasons for that. They are reasons that you've all heard, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the FOV slider, the more frame rates, but even more specifically, the control you have over your aim with the mouse, it's just so much more sensitive, it's so much more precise, it's so much more intuitive. Moving around with the WASD keys is very intuitive, plus you can do more with, you're using more of your fingers rather than just your 2 thumbs and 2 index fingers. You have so much more at your disposal. You can do much. You can jump, crouch, jump shot, twist around and do all this sort of stuff and do some crazy, insane things much easier on a mouse and keyboard. That being said, that doesn't make it impossible to do it on a controller. It just takes a lot more skill, it takes a lot more practice, it takes a lot more experience, and it's a lot less easy. And I know some people aren't gonna want to hear this, but I'm gonna say it because it's my experience. It seems to be factual to me. The average PC player seems to be far better than the average console player. This kind of makes sense because if people are playing a game on their PC, it means they're probably really dedicated to games, and therefore they're really more invested in the game itself and want to do better and that sort of thing. Now, that being said, there are some phenomenal players on console. In fact, a majority of amazing players, I would say, are on console, just because that's where, the Call of Duty Activision has their PlayStation 4 exclusivity deal. But you will have fantastic players on console that are still capable of going up against people on the PC. The mouse and keyboard is not an end-all be-all solution. It's not an overpowered, unfair advantage. It is an advantage, but I don't think it's unfair. There was one specific instance where this sort of mouse and keyboard advantage kind of hit me really hard. I was playing World War II, and I was really trying hard to get my aim down and accuracy down, and I was head glitching behind something like a barrel, whatever, and this guy jumps around the corner with a high heavy recoil SMG or whatever, and just takes me out demolishes me. And I watched the kill cam, and his accuracy was unbelievable. It wasn't a hack. It wasn't this crazy overpowered aimbot thing. It's just that's what PC players are capable of doing. Even if you have a pinpoint little target on just your head, PC players are going to be able to be much more capable of taking you out rather than a console player with just a couple control sticks. Same thing goes for when shooting people at a distance. On console, pretty difficult. On PC, you can pretty much distance people with SMGs or pistols. So do I think that it's fair for keyboard and mouse users to go up against console players? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But you know what? Here's the thing. Ever since I became a PC player, and I'm always really proud of that, I'm really happy with that. Of course, I kind of emphasize and kind of exaggerate the PC master race thing. But I feel like there's this stigma against PC players, how everybody sort of thinks that, oh, PC is so great, they're not that great. But as soon as they get paired in a lobby with a keyboard and mouse user, they're like, oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. It's just, here's the thing. The people that were outraged, that were upset, that were crying that this is unfair, that console players shouldn't be facing keyboard and mouse users, all of that just brings a warmth to my heart and a smile to my face, because it's justification for the PC actually being the master race. And I'm very curious what would happen if I plug in my controller and get paired up with PlayStation 4 or Xbox One users, and then I unplug my controller mid-game and just use my mouse and keyboard and see how much better that is. I don't know. I legitimately don't know. Of course, it comes down to skill. There's a lot more things to the game other than just aim and accuracy and maneuverability. It's a lot about skill and route running and decision making, all that stuff. You know, there's a lot more that goes into it. But, you know, it's just a fun topic to talk about. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to play with Beebs. I'm excited to play with you guys. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Are you nervous to play against the PC Master Race? Are you excited to kind of show them what's up, see what console players can do? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.